evening. Skip Husking, 65 Andover Terrace. And just in the effort for full disclosure, I am here as a citizen, but for everyone else, I am running for Glen Rock Council, so I should let that be known. But I am here as a citizen speaking tonight, and as you know, I've been here about probably 20 times over the last couple of years. My question is about the Special Investigator resolution. Am I to believe then that there is a lawsuit being filed against the town?
No. There was a newspaper article in the Bergen Record a number of weeks ago, which the reporter indicated that a discussion took place at a closed session meeting of the appropriate authority, which is the council, speaking about police matters. And the intimation was, which was inaccurate, that there was action taken or to be taken by the appropriate authority as it relates to the captain and the chief and their positions within the Borough of Glen Rock. In response to that article, I received a letter from an attorney, Mr. O'Day, who's referenced in the resolution, who's the attorney for the captain and the chief, requesting or demanding that an investigation be undertaken because they believed, as a result of what they perceived to be is a release of confidential information, personnel information, which may violate their civil rights as well as their privacy rights. And they demanded that the Borough of Glen Rock undertake an investigation to see whether or not a leak, for the lack of a better term, had taken place.
All right, so
and as a result, if I may finish,
yeah, sure, yeah.
And as a result of what we have within our employee manuals and things along those lines, when we do have a grievance or a complaint filed by an employee, it's a responsibility of the borough to undertake certain action. Unfortunately, excuse me, the participants in that discussion are the appropriate authority and borough officials. Therefore, what would normally be an investigation done internally could not be, because it would be a conflict of interest. So, in response to that, we've secured the services of an independent person to make a determination and respond to these allegations.
So it is not a lawsuit at this point?
There is no
It might be one later on, but it might not be, depending upon what the investigator comes up and whatever that you decide to do.
That's a fair statement.
Okay. This investigator, will he or she be working for Judge Carver?
No.
Now on to Judge Carver. Has the report been issued?
No. The report is in the process. I understand from my conversations with the judge, it's been drafted and it will be in our possession before the end of the month. That is a guarantee.
And I think you can appreciate, so many times we've heard it was going to be May, then certainly in June, and then in July, and then we heard it was going to be the end of August, and then we heard it was going to be by the first 2 weeks of September. I think you can appreciate the concern people have.
Absolutely.
So the report has not been issued, and you,
No.
at this point, you believe it's going to be?
I've been told by the judge it will be. What did cause probably a 45-day delay was the issues with an officer within the department, and as it previously announced, that the judge was instructed by the prosecutor's office not to proceed on the issuance of his report. So that has no longer is no longer in place, and so he is moving forward. He did have to conclude 2 other interviews. The desire was that anybody affiliated with the department, both uniform and not, be interviewed. So every person who may have had any knowledge would have been covered by his interview process. So that has been completed, and as such, he's able to wrap up his report.
And I know you're going to hate this question.
If I may just add to...
This isn't cutting into my 5 minutes, is it?
I share your concern. I feel a significant amount of embarrassment over the delays. Those concerns and delays and embarrassment have been communicated to the judge. He's fully aware that we had expectations. And his assurance that the report will be here before September 30th, while somewhat comforting, is not what I expected. That's what I expected.
It's just that you don't
I didn't
expect it on
expect-
September 30th?
Yeah, I didn't expect anything as late as September 30th, and I find that embarrassing.
Oh, okay. So you're not saying that you don't think it's going to be September 30th?
No, no.
Okay, you think, well, all things being equal, and if the judge is a decent guy, which everything I've heard is, he is, it should be September 30th. Question on that, just a couple more. I understand that the names of any of the individuals that were interviewed, their names would not be in there, but their comments would be. Do you plan to publicize the report in its entirety?
Yes, that's the intention.
And then the last thing, I think you'll probably hate this question, but this new investigator, do we have an estimated time for the report from this this special investigator? At least a reasonable estimate, a budgeted estimate of how long he's going to take, he or she's going to take?
I would hope from my discussions with him and with the scope of his anticipated services and our producing documents, which we've already started to do, might even mirror the expectation of the judge's report. So we're hopeful to have it done within, we've been told a week, but I think that's being
Oh,
overly
at first I
aggressive.
thought you meant like 3 or 4 months.
No.
Okay,
It should be done within, hopefully within a couple of weeks. That's about it.
Okay, so hopefully by maybe the end of this week, this month, maybe
That's my hope.
mid-October at the latest.
At latest.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.